Well, it's Friday night and it's a long story, which I will tell later, but we are at Dollar General. Okay, so part of the long story is that Thomas went out to get in his car tonight and it didn't start. So he needed a new car battery. So now, what time is it? Like 8 o'clock? 7:44, and we took him to get a new car battery, but we took him in my car because his car is all blocked in.
Yeah.
And then, so we got the new car battery. It's in the back of mine. Then we came here to Dollar General because we have a wonderful neighbor who is a handyman that does not speak very good English, but he speaks wonderful Spanish, and he made us some beautiful new shelves. So I'll show you those when we get home, but I needed spray paint.
It cost me a little bit of cash and a pie and some cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, but we've got new shelves so we can have more movies.
She's been really, lately, she's been really concerned about the number of movies that we have. We're fed up with trying to do stuff.
I'm trying to
streaming.
make things... Yeah,
streaming doesn't work for us.
and I want things to fit in the shelves that we have as opposed to buying another shelf. So we're trying to put another shelf on the existing shelf.
Yeah, and there's space there. There's enough room.
Yeah, it'll make sense when I show you when we get home. But we're here at Dollar General because I needed spray paint, and they had it here, and it was $6.
And I like Dollar General a lot. This is not sponsored by Dollar General.
She loves Dollar General.
But
I think
not
it's
enough
weird
to come here often.
It's really close to the house.
So if I have an excuse to come here, I love to go through and look at their stuff. And I almost always find some things.
We got some loofahs. What else do we get?
For $1.
And she got some stocking stuffers.
Stocking stuffers were here.
Yeah. And then Thomas is inside getting a loofah and I think some candy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. But that's how our Friday evening is beginning. So this is our entertainment center. And you can see on this over here, we have like the bottom shelf. We have another shelf and then the top shelf. But there's enough space here in the middle to add another shelf so we could have another shelf of movies. I was looking everywhere to try to find another shelf that we could buy. Pottery Barn does not sell them, so I was looking at alternatives. But then Mom had a brilliant idea, and we have a neighbor that made these for us. So they just need to be painted. We've got two here. So we've got one for this side, one for the other side, and then we've got two of these. One for this side, one for the other side. So eventually, it's gonna look something like this on both sides. So that'll be really nice. And we'll have way more space for even more movies. But I just need to get them painted. And then I did buy the shelf pins. This was a process of trial and error because the first ones I got were too big. These are 5mm pins. We will also need to drill additional holes for the pins, but that's just, you know, the process with a drill. And now we know the hole is 5mm, so that should be relatively easy. But I'm finally feeling a little bit more at peace with this home project because I feel like now we're on the home stretch with it. So I'm gonna use my new Rust-Oleum paint from the dollar store. And I'm just gonna put a quick coat on one side of these tonight and let them dry overnight. And then in the morning, I'll flip them over and do the other side. And with any luck, these will be done by Monday. With luck, we'll see. But I mean, they're weird. Like, you're probably thinking, why couldn't you just, you know, cut it yourself? It's because of these little jig pieces here in the corners that we had to cut out. I'm not that precise and I don't work with wood, and I had to do them on these too. So he did a great job. They fit just right. So I want to paint them so that we can use them. And no, I don't care if it matches exactly because they're gonna have movies on them anyway, but I want them to not look like that. So we're gonna at least make them look one color. Okay, so I'm in the library and I wanted to go through some of the books that I've finished recently because I've got the books that I've like set aside that I want to read, and then the books that I have read recently set aside. And I would like to put them away so that they're not on that nightstand over there anymore. And I have 6 books here. Actually, I have 7 books. So I have the 6 that I've finished, and then the 1 that I'm currently reading. And this is not all of them. Some of the books that I've read recently have been ebooks, believe it or not. Yeah, I've been reading more on my phone because I haven't had Instagram on my phone. I deleted Instagram the beginning of November, and I have no intention of bringing it back. I don't miss it at all. I love having the free time, which I have now replaced my doom scrolling with reading ebooks. And I'm loving that. But I want to go through these, and they are in the order that I have read them. So let me start with The Spell Shop. Cute, low stakes, fantasy. There are cats with wings. They're not a big feature in the story, but they do feature in the story. I liked it. I would read it again. I don't regret buying it. I wish I had bought it cheaper, but I did buy it on sale, so I guess that counts for something. It's definitely not worth $30 to me, but that's just because I like buying used books, so that one is going to end up on that shelf. I liked it. I would read it again. Gave me some slightly magical, almost witchy vibes, so I could see that being like a fall read. Next, Haunting Mr. Darcy. This one's interesting. So Elizabeth is a ghost and haunts Mr. Darcy. It's called A Spirited Courtship, and it happens over New Year's. So like New Year's Eve and like New Year's Day, and then the first couple of weeks of the new year. It's really interesting. I liked it. Obviously I own it. I will read it again. I love Pride and Prejudice retellings, reimaginings. I love them. Can't get enough of them. So I enjoyed that one. Next. So my favorite author, Leila Meekum, or one of my favorite authors. She wrote 3 romances in like the 80s, and I finally have finished all 3 of them. So I read Crowning Design, which is about a like architect, and I thought it was really interesting. It's a romance. It's, you know, a work of its time. I liked it. Next is Allie's House, and this one was really interesting because Allie owns, or she ends up buying, a horse farm. So the worlds that we are introduced to in these 2, actually, and even Ryan's Hand, the 3rd one, I don't know what order she wrote these in. This one is a Texas like dude ranch, which is really cool, and I just love the vibes of that one. Crowning Design, set in Denver. I really enjoyed this one. And then Allie's House. Where is this one set? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. Claiborne. Oh, Oklahoma. Claiborne, Oklahoma. So, I don't know. I just really enjoy her books. Her later works are better, but those are sweet. I'm glad I own them. And now I can say that I've read them. And part of what I want to do is I would like to read the books in here that I've not read before. I'd like to at least, you know, read everything once before I go back and I, you know, reread everything. That said, I am not going to not reread books if they're calling to me, because that's the whole point of having a collection of books, is you can read whatever you want when you feel like it. And we've got a great selection here, you know, a wide variety of books to choose from. So if I feel called to reread a book, I'm going to do that if I feel like it. But I would like to read with intent next year and try to read through some of these unread books next year. And I'm kind of like making plans for that. Anyway, back to the books I've read recently. Shatterglass. This is like a middle grade book, think for middle schoolers, but I liked it. The main character is 14, and I think generally when you're given the age of the main character, I think that typically sets the vibe for the age group that this is targeted for. However, this still read like a really good book. And what interested me was, or what I guess I should say, what fascinated me is this is part of a series. This is book 4 of the Circle Opens Quartet. However, the Shatterglass, I guess is the name of this book, but there are like so many books in this universe and all of them kind of go together. And I thought it was in here. I thought they had it like broken out. Maybe it was a Wikipedia article or something that I was looking at. No, here it is. Okay. Other books by Tamora Pierce. They have the Circle of Magic Quartet, the Circle Opens Quartet, which is what this is part of, the Song of the Lioness Quartet, the Immortals Quartet, and the Protector of the Small Quartet. So this is the only book we own. We don't own Magic Steps, Street Magic, or Cold Fire, which are the other books in the Circle Opens Quartet. I mean, the whole thing is just really fascinating. The magic system in here is really cool. I would read this again, and now I have a new project or mission. So when we start going around to all these used bookstores again, because I would like to go book shopping. I love going book shopping like between Christmas and New Year's. We went once on like New Year's Eve and it was magical, and I would like to make that like a New Year's tradition. It doesn't have to be, but I would like that. But I can start looking for the other books in this series, and that will give me something to look for when I go to these bookstores, because usually I'm just like, I don't know, what do I want, you know? And completing a series I think is a really good mission. And then the last book that I have finished recently is called Christmas at Pemberley, a Pride and Prejudice sequel. It's another Pride and Prejudice retelling or reimagining. So this one takes place at Christmas time, and there are multiple storylines that kind of like are parallel and then they merge at the end or toward the end. It's a really cute story, and I don't know, I really liked it. It's a little heavy on the faith and religion. Right at the very end, it just got a little, I won't say weird, but it got a little preachy for me. I still really liked it. The whole story I really enjoyed, because there are no truly despicable people in this book other than like the characters that you already know and despise. So I don't know, I really liked it. There's one, it's a Pride and Prejudice fan fiction, but it's a retelling of A Christmas Carol. So I think it's called Mr. Darcy's Christmas Carol or something. And I've discovered you can download fan fictions as ebooks to your phone. And so I want to reread Mr. Darcy's Christmas Carol this year because I've read it before. And of course, it's not a replacement for A Christmas Carol, but it is a really sweet story of Mr. Darcy, like, kind of going through Christmas Carol, you know, awakening and realizing, hey, I've been a jerk and I'm not going to be a jerk anymore. So I like that one, but the Christmas at Pemberley I thought was sweet. And now, what I'm reading now is The Christmas Tree Farm. So if you watched me talk about books before, I read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So, can you see the similarities? Same author, okay? Same universe. They call it the Dream Harbor series. So The Christmas Tree Farm is book 3. The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore is book 2, I would have to imagine. And then there's also the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. I only own these 2 so far, but this was fine. You know, I bought the Christmas Tree Farm, but like, there's a little dog on the cover. It's really cute. And I thought, might as well give it a shot. I like Christmas books. I like Christmas. So, I will say, so far, I'm just 6 pages in. And I'm Not a big fan of the main character yet, because I think she's a despicable human being so far. Just because how can you own a Christmas tree farm and you're also in need of money, and yet you turn people away from your Christmas tree farm when they come to cut down a Christmas tree and you're like, no, I'm sorry, you can't today. Like, I'm trying to understand. I hope I will come to understand her through this book, but as of right now I don't, so we'll see. But anyway, that's my book update. I read 6 books since I last talked about books, and working on number 7, and then I have a handful of books over here that are like Christmas books. Let me go grab those. So I have been collecting like Christmassy books as I've been going to used bookstores, and I've not read any of these. They sound frivolous. So the first one is Holly Jolly Cowboy. I can't take myself seriously, or these books either. Holly Jolly Cowboy by Jessica Clare. I don't even have anything to say about it. Next is The Christmas Dress, a novel by Courtney Cole. One Dress, Two Women, and the Magic of the Holiday Season. I don't know. I mean, all of these I bought used, right? So I didn't pay full price for any of them. I'm trying to look and see if there's a price in here on this one. Not there. Okay. Well, anyway. The Christmas Sisters, a novel. Can they make this the Christmas their mother has always dreamed of? We'll see. I mean, part of me is like a little concerned because they're all in really good condition. So there's no way these were read and then beloved and then begrudgingly donated. These were purchased and probably read once and then donated. And I'm like, is there probably a reason for that? Next is The Christmas Wedding Guest. I mean, you see what I mean? They're all just really frivolous, but I regret nothing. And then Always in December by Emily Stone. I'm generally not a big fan of like cartoony covers like this, but I mean, who am I to judge a book by its cover? Oh, this is what they would call a floppy paperback because it will like hold itself open. That's kind of cool. All right, well, anyway, those are the books that I'm going to try to be reading before Christmas. There's 6 of them, including The Christmas Tree Farm. So I think I can do that in the next 19 days. Maybe. And if I don't, then they will wait until next Christmas, and that is totally fine. But that's my book update. I have one more thing I want to do tonight, at least one more thing I want to do tonight. So let's actually head over to the bedroom. I've started Mom's laundry and I have fed the cat, so she is in the bathroom now eating. But I am looking at an Abercrombie and Fitch order because we're going to Christmas at Anthony's parents' house in, well, just a couple of weeks, and the dress code is white. So we're wearing white this year, and I have a white dress, but I don't know that I want to wear that, and I don't even know if it would fit me right now, and I just don't know that I want to deal with all of that trauma of like, oh, this thing used to fit me and now it doesn't anymore. Like, my weight has fluctuated so much with like the diet, and I don't know what else is going on with my body. It's just weird right now, and so I bought more clothes. I'm thinking this will work. I was thinking this will work, and I'm still thinking this might work. Let me show you what I'm looking at, and I will walk you through what I'm thinking. So first, I have a green sweater because I'm thinking it's been in the 40s lately, and I don't have a green sweater like this. The one that I have is not a high neck sweater, and I liked this one, and it's way softer than I thought it was going to be. So I went ahead and I got this because I'm thinking I can wear this over top of everything else, and then like for pictures and everything I can take it off, and then like of course if it's hot I won't wear it, but it'll be nice to have something warm, and I'm more likely to wear a green sweater than a white sweater, whatever. next I have a bodysuit. Now I have not bought one of these, never worn one of these, well, since I was a baby, but bodysuits are like a thing now, and apparently the Abercrombie and Fitch ones are really nice. This one has like a square neck, and I didn't think about wearing a bra with it until after I ordered it, so we'll see how that works. And of course it has the buttons down here, so it feels really nice. It's really soft, and I think it's looking like it might fit me, so we'll see. And then this is the question mark for me, are these trousers. These are like a crepe trouser. They were on clearance, so I definitely didn't pay $100 for them. So I think I ended up paying like $30 for these, and I'm thinking these could be really nice on like a cruise, even if I don't wear them with this for Christmas. I've been wanting a pair of trousers, and I like the idea of a pair of light white ones, and they have pockets, which is nice. So I want to try them. The pocket on the back is false. But anyway, I want to try them. I want to see. I'm curious. Because if it goes the way I want, I'll wear the bodysuit with the trousers and the sweater on top, and that will be my Christmas outfit. But if not, if the trousers don't work, or if the like whites look weird, because they're not the same white, because they're not the same fabric, but if this ends up looking weird, I can just wear like black jeans with the bodysuit, and that'll be fine, because I think Anthony's planning on wearing black jeans too. So I'm gonna try this on, and I will show you if they fit, and I'll walk you through my thoughts. Okay, so the pants fit. They're tight on the waist, and I'll show you when I take the sweater off. The sweater, I love. It's so soft and like really, really comfy, and the neck, let me get closer. It's called the funnel neck, so it's not a turtleneck, and it doesn't go up really high, but it's like kind of loose, and it's kind of like a mock neck, but I really like it. It's warm, and right now I like that, but am I gonna need that in 2 weeks for Christmas? I don't know. I really don't. So let me take the sweater off and show you the pants and the bodysuit, because I have some thoughts. Okay, so we're gonna start from way back here. The pants are tight at the waist. Now I know I put on some holiday weight, okay, the scale has told me so. I understand. My biggest concern with the pants is they're sheer on the back, and I don't want to turn around and show you. So I'll have to figure that out before I wear them. I'm probably not wearing them for Christmas. I'll probably go like the black jean route anyway. I love the length of them. So, like I said, these were on clearance. Hello. Hi. Forgive the dying plants in the back. Anyway, these were on clearance. I got a 30 long, and I think the long was perfect. And I think if I lose like maybe 5 pounds, these are gonna fit me just right. They're buttoned, they're zipped, they're just a little tight. Probably not gonna wear them for Christmas. The bodysuit, so soft. I really like it. And I do think that if I wear not these pants, okay, so he's up here, and I was just explaining to him what I was just about to explain to you guys. The back of these jeans, the back of these pants is a little bit sheer. So there are problems that can be resolved. You know, I can wear these pants because we're going to start the diet again in January, and I'm so ready to eat a salad, I gotta tell you.
I'm excited.
So I know these are going to fit me, and I can't return them anyway, but I'm glad I got the size I did. I'm really glad I got the length I did, because that's something that's not going to change. I'm not going to get any taller or shorter, but I like the feel of them. I like the pockets. Right now, I'm too fat. However, the bodysuit I like, but I can't wear it with these pants for a couple of reasons. The white with the white doesn't look right, because they're different whites. And also, the bodysuit has like the back that, you know, is like the underwear part of the bodysuit, and you can see it through the pants because it's white, not nude. And so You can tell that it's there and it just looks wrong. So if I wear jeans, black jeans, for Christmas, it resolves the issue of like the bodysuit showing through the back of the pants. And I won't wear these pants with this bodysuit. I will wear these pants at a later date when they fit better.
Well, I'll be more comfortable.
With something else. See, here's the thing. They're comfortable. They just look bad.
Wait,
I'm not uncomfortable, but I'm not eating food right now.
Right.
Because if I was going to eat, I would want to unbutton my pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But right now, like, I just feel like they're holding my gut in. You know? Not like, ow, it hurts.
Yeah, but I would say that's too tight.
I can breathe.
Well, that's good.
And
If
you
you-
walk around with shorts that fall down, so you can't talk about things being too tight because everything you wear is too loose. So anyway, I'm keeping everything I got. I love the sweater. I love the bodysuit, and I'll wear this for Christmas. And I've got some black jeans in that drawer down there. So pants, no, not a win. But just for Christmas, because these will be put to use on a future cruise. That's for sure going to happen, because I think that's going to be a great use for these pants. And I love the way they feel. And I love that they were in clearance.
That top is so soft.
The sweater,
Yeah.
it really is so soft. Well, now that's done. Anthony's gone back down. He plays D&D on Fridays. And so it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm not wearing my watch. But I just checked. It's like 11:05. And he starts D&D at like 9. So he came up to say hello and goodnight. And I'm actually going to say goodnight. I was going to do like a face mask tonight. I don't feel like it. Yeah, I know. I know. It's late. She's already had dinner. But I'm going to wash my face, brush my teeth, take out my contacts, and then go to sleep. And then tomorrow, probably going to do another vlog tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have to go to the eye doctor because I finally have an eye doctor appointment because I'm out of contact lenses. I feel like my prescription has probably changed. So there's that, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just grateful for the technology that allows me to be able to see with corrective lenses through glasses or contacts. Even if they are expensive and a nuisance, I'm glad that the technology exists. So there's my gratitude for the day. It's late. I'm tired. I'm still catching up on sleep. Oh wait, I didn't even tell you. Or we didn't talk about this. Emma's home from the hospital. So her surgery was on Wednesday. They kept her all day Wednesday and Wednesday night. That was a whole fiasco. There was quite literally no room in the inn. I'm telling a story. So she was in her post-op room from like 10:30 in the morning. I went back, or they let me go back at 11:30. She had been done since 10:30, but they kept her in her post-op room from 10:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. So she didn't get her like actual hospital room until 9 p.m. Then they kept her overnight. I stayed with her and slept on the like fold out chair. And then mom came first thing in the morning, like 6, 7 in the morning. And she and I traded places. And then I came home and I worked from home on Thursday. I worked today. I didn't work Wednesday. This week at work was a zoo. It was a circus. There was no ringleader. It was a total disaster. And I'm hoping Monday is better. I don't know that I have much confidence in that, but it is what it is. And I made it through. I've got a wonderful boss, and I'm really grateful to him because he could have called me on Wednesday, and my previous boss would have called me on Wednesday and said, hey, I need you to come in, even though you're supposed to be off. But my boss told me, because I thanked him for that yesterday. I said, thank you for letting me have that day and for respecting my time off. And he said, I never even would have considered calling you in. And that is such a huge change of pace for me from my previous workplace. I'm still, trying to dispel all those toxic habits. So that's another thing I'm grateful for today is a wonderful boss. Yeah, anyway, Emma's home. She's feeling slightly better. She still doesn't feel good, you know, who would after a surgery, but she's home now, and that's great. But I'm still catching up on sleep. She got to sleep like all day Wednesday, and she slept a lot of the day yesterday. She actually worked today too. But we're all tired and catching up on sleep. So I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna say goodnight, and you guys will see me in another vlog really soon. Probably gonna be tomorrow for me, but I don't know when you guys will see it, but you'll see it really soon. So I'm gonna say goodnight.